Hi, my name is Rebecca Barth, and I'm happy to bring you the final in our summer series of Itsy Bitsy tips. These are tips that we offer parents with brand new children in the house, brand new babies. And the tip that I'd like to focus on today is music. As a parent of a child, you know that you would do anything for your child, anything to have your child succeed and have all that he or she can. Music is a wonderful tool to add to your toolbox in doing just that. Scientists have shown us that music releases all sorts of endorphins in your child's brain, and releases a very specific chemical, oxytocin, which is that bonding chemical. Sometimes they call it the cuddle chemical. And so it's an important tool that you can use. Music regulates our emotions, and so a baby who listens to music is easier to soothe. A baby who listens to music will smile more often and will explore, have more of an opportunity or more of an inclination to explore the world around them. So that contentment and that confidence to explore kind of go hand in hand. So, my first tip for you today, in light of that, is simply to break out that playlist and get those tunes going throughout the house. Now, you might ask yourself, well, what exactly am I supposed to be playing for my baby? Honestly, what you play for your baby is what you like to listen to. It's really that simple. You don't need to play the baby tinker toy music. You can play things that you like, and baby will like it too. Now, that being said, a word of warning on the volume. If what you like to listen to is particularly loud, you might want to bring the volume down a little bit. Remember that, being smaller, their ear canals are smaller too. So anything that is loud to your ears is going to be super loud to their ears. So just play what you like to listen to, but then just lower the volume slightly. Now, that is a passive way of having your child enjoy music. And it brings all of the benefits that I talked about. But if you add an active component of enjoying music, that brings all sorts of other benefits, really important ones, like the development of the executive function. So their memory, their ability to focus and organize, their ability to understand cause and effect, all come into play on that. Their ability to communicate is improved, and their motor skills are improved if they are actively engaged in music. Well, what does actively engage in music mean? It can be really simple because obviously a tiny baby can't play an instrument yet, but you can pick your baby up while you're listening to music and dance around the house. And that is a way to actively engage that baby with that music. And with that oxytocin running through their brains and them up against your body, that bonding grows even stronger. Another way to actively engage your baby, which is really simple, is while you're both listening to music, tap their foot in time with the music, or clap their hands in time with the music. And that's another really easy way to actively engage them in music. Sing with them. And as they start to vocalize and realize that they can use their voices, mimic the way that they are vocalizing so that they know that, yeah, that's the right thing to do. Use your voice and actively engage to make music. So that being said, the next obvious step in actively engaging with music is live music. Anytime that you can incorporate live music for your baby, please do so. Do you play an instrument? Even if you don't play really, really well, you can play for your baby and your baby will be thrilled. Learn a couple of the songs that are familiar to them. And when you start playing that song, they will be amazed and delighted by that song coming out. The fact that they are watching you strum an instrument, they're hearing that sound, they're seeing where it's coming from, they're putting together that cause and effect of what's happening. Just that simple act, or by playing a keyboard, or by blowing into a mouthpiece, they're making those connections. And so that live music is so important. If you don't play an instrument, sing. And you might say to yourself, I don't sing. but everybody can sing. And I'm here to remind you that your baby loves the sound of your voice. Even if you don't love the sound of your voice, your baby absolutely loves it. So, children's songs are simple. Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star is simple. And you can sing that very easily. Make up a song with their name in it. You can simply make up songs just as you go, about your chores around the house, as you're doing the dishes. Make up a song about it. As you are folding the laundry, make up a song. As you're weeding the garden, make up a song. It's really that simple. When you have instruments around the house and you allow your child to play them, it's really a wonderful introduction to music for them as well. Now, um, there are a lot of toy instruments that can handle the wear and tear of a baby, because obviously instruments can be expensive and you don't want instruments to be damaged by baby as they're getting a handle on their motor skills. And so there are a ton of instruments that you can use that baby can enjoy. There are rattles, there are all sorts of, you can go to the store, you can find a ton of different types of baby instruments, and that gives them that experience. But if you don't want to go out and buy anything new, that's fine too. There are so many things around the house that you can use as an instrument. That's lots of fun for baby. I've got a plastic bowl and a plastic spoon. Set it in front of baby, and baby can start to keep time with whatever music you're playing around the house. Or you guys can play together. You're on the guitar or on the piano and baby is doing percussion. Two different sounds. If you take two metal spoons together, and baby can compare what those sounds are. Here I've got a coffee can. Baby can use the spoon on the coffee can or use the plastic. Does it make a different sound? These are all sorts of ways to experiment with sound and experiment with making music. In Lapset, we make these. It's just simply a water bottle. It's got some bells in it, some little balls in it. You can put rice, you can put beans, and make a little shaker. What I will caution you is to make sure, if you're using small objects, what we do in Lapset is we glue the top on and then we tape it shut so that there's no danger of these small objects getting out and baby potentially swallowing them. So, but here's another easy homemade instrument. The famous rubber band guitar. So I've got just a box here that I cut a hole out of, and I've got rubber bands on it. And so you can experiment with that. And then I found this, it was kind of fun. I took a loaf pan and did the same thing, just put rubber bands around it. And it actually gives you can hear little tone, different pitches on the rubber band. So that's kind of fun too. So there are a lot of options that you can use just around the house, just so that baby can engage with the ways that they can make music. I say all of that to say music is really important, and it's something that is easy to do with your child and fun to do with your child. In fact, that brings me to kind of a closing point in all of these Itsy Bitsy Tips series. We've brought you language, the importance of language. We've brought you the importance of play. We've brought you the importance of music. These things are all kind of interconnected. You can do them all at the same time, and you should do them all at the same time. These are important things to do with your baby, but they're not complicated. They're not hard to do. They're fun to do. And we at the Cornwall Public Library want to encourage you to do them as much as you can, as often as you can. We have resources at the library to help you in understanding your child, in knowing how to care the best way you can for your child. We have a parenting section and parenting materials that will take you through any stage of parenting. And so we're available to help you in any way we can. I hope you are well. I hope that it isn't too long before we're able to see you back in the library with your babies in tow. Until then, take care.